Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today. As usual, man, you guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, we're going to talk about this clown, Draymond Green, man. This fake tough guy, this fake enforcer, this fake defensive player of the year award winner. This dude is a straight clown, man. And Draymond Green is zero. He's nothing without Steph Curry on the court with him. And that's the facts, man. This dude is literally only good when Steph Curry's around. And you see how he sabotages games, how he acts when Steph Curry's not in the games. And this man's been exposed, right? Oftentimes you'll hear people try to knock Steph Curry and they'll say, oh, he needs Draymond Green. Draymond Green, he needs Draymond Green. He denies. Steph Curry needs help. He needs help. Draymond Green needs Steph Curry. Steph Curry don't need Draymond Green. He needs some help out there, right? Draymond Green helped Steph Curry win. Absolutely. But what has this dude done without Steph Curry? How is he helping Steph Curry when he's not there? He does nothing. Nothing. And we're going to talk about this video, man. This Draymond Green, this the same guy that was saying earlier in the season, right? I did a video on this a couple months ago. This dude was claiming that he should win the Defensive Player of the Year award this year, that he's been the best defensive player in the NBA this season. I don't see none of that on display out here on the court. We're going to talk about this video. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. Once again, guys, you know I am truly, truly humbled, man. Much respect to all you guys out there that continue to support my channel, man. Like I said, it's really humbling, guys. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, I wanted to talk briefly about this clown, Draymond Green. Like I said, a fake enforcer, fake tough guy, fake defensive player of the year award winner. Because like I've said many times on this channel, Draymond Green's not sniffing a defensive player of the year award in the 90s, guys. He ain't sniffing it. It's not happening, guys. I'm telling you right now. He's not winning defensive player of the year award over guys like Scottie Pippen, over guys like Michael Jordan, over guys like Hakeem Olajuwon or David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Gary Payton. I mean, just some of the great defenders, right? Dikembe Mutombo, Alonzo Mourning. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of just great defenders. Dennis Rodman. I mean, my God, man, these are just legendary, not even just great, legendary defenders, man. Like I said, to me, if you think about the 90s, you can argue that the 90s had the greatest defensive players at each position in NBA's history. Like I said, we can argue and debate this, but you can argue Hakeem Olajuwon is the greatest defensive center of all time. You can make an argument for that. You can make an argument for Dennis Rodman as the greatest defensive power forward of all time. I mean, is there an argument? Do I need to make an argument? Right? We can make an argument for Scottie Pippen being the greatest defensive small forward of all time. Once again, who are you going to argue? Maybe John Havlicek, Kawhi Leonard. And like I told you, I'm not putting Kawhi Leonard on the list like that because he hasn't played long enough and done it consistently enough at a high level like John Havlicek did, like a Scottie Pippen did. So I think we can all argue Scottie Pippen the greatest offensive small forward, not the greatest small forward, but the greatest offensive small forward. We can make an argument Michael Jordan's the greatest offensive guard, shooting guard of all time. And we can easily make an argument for Gary Payton being the greatest defensive point guard in NBA's history. So by that metric, we can make a solid, sound argument that the 90s had the greatest defenders at each position, right? The greatest defender at each position in NBA's history. We can make that argument. So Draymond Green's not sniffing a defensive player of the year award in that era. It's just not happening. He's just not good enough. He doesn't skill. To me, Draymond Green's not even making a roster in the 90s. But what I've told you guys many, many times on this channel is that Draymond, and I'm sure you guys have noticed this, Draymond Green is not the same when Steph Curry's not out there. And this is why I'm always telling you guys, it's Steph Curry that allows everyone else on that team to play their games, right? They don't have to worry about other things when Steph Curry's there. He makes their job a lot easier. That's what the great players are supposed to do, right? I've told you guys the burden's on them. They're supposed to be making the game easier for their teammates. That's why I laugh when you'll hear these Nikola Jokic fans talk about, oh, the Nuggets are no good when he goes to the bench. Yeah, no duh, all right? Or the Nuggets, are negative when he comes out or he doesn't play. Yeah, no duh, he's the best player in the team, man. And the offense runs through him. Everything goes through him. So I don't understand how they're supposed to be great or good when he's not there. It makes no sense. It's not a solid or sound argument. It's just excuses. That's all it is. It's another way to blame other people. But Draymond Green is clearly not Draymond Green when Steph Curry's not out there, right? He ain't the same kind of guy. He ain't got the same swag or same arrogance and cockiness when Steph Curry's not out there. If anything, Draymond Green appears to sabotage himself and sabotage the team whenever Steph Curry's not out there on the court, like we saw the other night, right? In that first game that Steph Curry missed, you had Steph Curry having to get in Draymond Green's face on the sideline, basically telling him, like, dude, chill out. What are you doing here? Another technical foul for Draymond Green. He's always running his mouth. Then he's over here crying about angry black man. Angry black man? Dude, stop playing the victim. Ain't no one trying to listen to that nonsense. The angry black man. This dude really went there with it. I can't believe he went there with it. Oh, I'm an angry black man. They treat me like an angry black man. Dude, you're being treated the way that you are supposed to be treated. You're treated the way that you're treating other people. I don't understand these guys. They act weird or act confused when they get treated a certain way or if things happen to them. They look confused. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Once again, you're playing the victim here. You're not Dennis Rodman. You're not Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman was oftentimes being picked on if you want to say something like that. You know, guys had a short whistle, a quick whistle with Dennis Rodman because of the reputation that he earned. He earned that reputation. That's on Dennis Rodman. Ain't on anybody else. But Dennis Rodman also had a reputation of a hellified defensive player. It didn't matter who was on the court. It didn't matter. Dennis Rodman was going to go out there and he was going to play defense, right? So it doesn't matter. Draymond Green is only effective when Steph Curry's out there. Only effective that way. That's not some of the other great defensive players in NBA's history. They're great whether or not they're main players on the court. Most of the guys that I mentioned from the 90s were the main guys. So like I just said, you had great two-way players. Draymond Green does one thing on the court. He plays defense. That's it. Doesn't do anything else. He can't rebound worth a damn, right? I mean, look at his playmaking because oftentimes Draymond Green will be touted as a playmaker, right? Oh, Draymond Green, he brings the ball. He's like a point forward for the Golden State Warriors. He does this, he does that. Yeah, he does all this stuff, right? He does all. Where is he when Steph Curry's not there? Where's those playmaking skills when Steph Curry's not there? Right? He's only a playmaker when Steph Curry's out there. I can be a playmaker if I'm playing with Steph Curry. Anyone can be a playmaker playing with Steph Curry. That's the point here. Same thing when they used to talk about Scottie Pippen. Oh, Scottie Pippen averages this many assists. Scottie Pippen there leads the Bulls. Yeah, I'd have a lot of assists too if I'm passing the ball to Michael Jordan 90% of the time. I don't get these fools. It makes no sense. Yeah, Scottie Pippen got a lot of assists. You're passing the ball to Michael Jordan. It's an easy assist right there. Draymond Green averaging, I think 6 assists or 5 assists for his career, whatever he averages. Because most of the assists, you're going to Steph Curry. Easy to collect assists in this weak, soft era of NBA when you're passing the ball to Steph Curry, when you're passing the ball to Klay Thompson. Not impressed with Draymond Green. Like I said, where's Draymond Green when Steph Curry's not there? Where's Draymond Green now in the series against Minnesota? So, like I said, a couple months back, Draymond Green was self-advocating that he should be the Defensive Player of the Year award winner. These guys are weird, man. They always celebrate themselves. And any chance they get, they love to put themselves out. Oh, yeah, I'm MVP. Well, I'm the greatest of all time. Or I'm the greatest defensive player of all time. Andre Drummond, I'm the greatest rebounder in NBA's history. So you're the greatest rebounder in NBA's history, even though you're playing in the weakest, softest era in NBA's history. Where's your self-awareness, man? These guys are unaware. You're not going against Will Chamberlain for rebounds. You ain't battling against Nate Thurman or Willis Reed or Bill Russell. You're not banging down low with these guys. You're not fighting Olajuwon or Patrick Ewing or Dikembe Mutombo or David Robinson or Rick Smith. You ain't banging with these dudes for rebounds. You ain't battling against Moses Malone or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or the artist Gilmore, no, Wes Unseld or Bob Lanier, Elvin Hayes. You ain't battling against none of them dudes for rebounds. But you gonna sit there and say I'm the greatest rebounder of all time? Going against who? Nobody. These guys love to promote themselves. So anyway, Draymond Green said, oh, I'm the Defensive Player of the Year award winner. I should win Defensive Player of the Year. I'm this, I'm that. Self-promotion, self-promotion. All right, Draymond Green, here's your opportunity to show us that great defensive skills you got. What is he doing in this series against Minnesota? Not a damn thing, guys. I was watching some of this game last night, only for a little bit. Draymond Green can't guard anybody. He can't guard Julius Randle. Julius Randle was doing Draymond Green dirty out there. To me, Julius Randle ain't like that. So, Draymond Green can't guard Julius Randle, but I'm supposed to believe that he can guard Charles Barkley. Stop. Just stop this. Draymond Green thinks he could guard Charles Barkley. Draymond Green couldn't guard Charles Barkley if he tried, man, to save his life. Remember I told you guys what Kevin McHale said about Draymond Green? Because Draymond Green would essentially have to be guarding someone like Kevin McHale, and that's why I laugh. Think about it. Draymond Green's a power forward in this era. Do you guys really believe that Draymond Green would be able to be a power forward in the 90s or the 80s going against some of these stout guys? Hell no. He'd have to guard Karl Malone in the post. He can't guard Julius Randle. Got to guard Charles Barkley in the post. Nope. How effective is Draymond Green going to be going against Dennis Rodman's defense and get neutralized down to 0? What would Draymond Green do against Scottie Pippen's defense? If Draymond Green's a point forward of this era, right? He brings the ball up. He initiates the offense for the Warriors. How would he do that in the 90s going against Scottie Pippen if Scottie Pippen picks him up full court? He ain't bringing the ball up against Scottie Pippen, man. Are you kidding me? I told you, he would not make a team. He wouldn't be on a team. But in this era, he thinks he's the greatest offender of his era. He really believes that he's the greatest offensive player of his era because he said that he's the greatest offender of all time. Not even close. Draymond Green's not even a top 20 defender of all time, guys. Not even, man. There are guys who never won Defensive Player of the Year awards that are much greater defenders than Draymond Green. Tim Duncan never won a Defensive Player of the Year award. Are you going to sit there and tell me that Draymond Green could shut down Tim Duncan in the post? He would get eaten alive by someone like Kevin Garnett, by someone like Tim Duncan, by some of these great players. He would get crushed. He's not a power forward. He would have to play like, small forward in the 90s? He ain't guarding small forwards in the 90s. It's insane for anyone to think that Draymond Green is that dude. It's insane for Draymond Green to think that he's that dude. This is how delusional this man is. Where's Draymond Green without Steph Curry? Where's he locking up guys on defense out there, helping the Warriors win? He ain't doing nothing out there. Ain't doing nothing. Just got people out there fooled, thinking he's a great defender. Oh, Draymond Green, he's out there doing this. He does that. He does this. He does all the dirty work. Yeah, he might do the dirty work, but where's all the dirty work when Steph Curry ain't there? Draymond Green's one of those guys that looks 10 times better with Steph Curry there. 10 times better. He's a completely different player. He's not the same guy. And I get that. Once again, you're not going to be as great without Steph Curry on the court. But what does that do to your defense? Steph Curry not being on the court should have no impact on Draymond Green's defense, man. Draymond Green's defense should be stout regardless. But it's not. Draymond Green's out there lollygagging. He's out there causing technical fouls, creating nonsense out there, right? Just goofing the game up. But he's not locking up Julius Randle, guy dropped 30-plus points on last night. Where's Draymond Green's defense? When is he going to shut someone down? I mean, come on. If you shut down Julius Randle, you give the Warriors a chance to win. But what have you seen, guys? Like I've told you guys, the Warriors only go when Steph Curry's there. It's clear as day. Steph Curry's not there, the Warriors are shell themselves. Guys can't score points. Guys don't look good. Draymond Green's not effective. Oh, I've told you guys, and I did a video, remember on this. Steph Curry's so great, right? And he makes the game so easy for other guys that Draymond Green's a borderline Hall of Famer because of Steph Curry. Guys, go watch Draymond Green without Steph Curry. That guy's a borderline Hall of Famer because of Steph Curry. That's why I said it's laughable for anyone to think that LeBron James is the greatest player of the 2010s. Steph Curry clearly has done more with less and did more in less time than LeBron James. And the way that you made, like I said, who has LeBron James made a borderline Hall of Famer or a Hall of Famer? Who has LeBron James played with that he's enhanced their career so much that because of LeBron James, they're Hall of Famers now? No one. Kevin Love is a borderline Hall of Famer on his own. Kyrie Irving on his own. Dwayne Wade on his own. Chris Bosh on his own. These guys were Hall of Famers before LeBron James even close. They even came into the picture. These are Hall of Famers. Anthony Davis, Hall of Famer, not without LeBron James. Don't need that bubble championship. Anthony Davis could have never played in the Lakers, played his whole career in New Orleans. He would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. Would he have been a champion? I don't know. Can't say that or not. But once again, he would have been a Hall of Famer regardless. Luka Doncic's a Hall of Famer regardless, man. Got nothing to do with LeBron James. Steph Curry literally made Draymond Green or put Draymond Green in that conversation because of his greatness. Because of what Draymond Green was able to do with Steph Curry that you see he can't do without Steph Curry. Can't do it. Klay Thompson's a borderline Hall of Famer because of Steph Curry's greatness. Because of what he allowed Klay Thompson to do. Has Klay Thompson ever been... I mean, sometimes people talk about Klay Thompson's defense, and rightfully so. Right? He was a solid 3-and-D guy. But you guys realize that I think Klay Thompson's made 2 all-defensive teams his career, guys. So let's not act like these guys are some old world defenders, man. And like they were carrying Steph Curry. They were covering for Steph Curry on defense because that's where Steph Curry is exposed. That's his weakness, his defense, right? He doesn't have the size, the frame. He doesn't have the ability to play defense like that. So that's where he's the weakest. So guys like Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, they pick up the slack from on that end of the court. But everything that Steph Curry does for those guys is exposed now. You can see Draymond Green is nowhere near as effective without Steph Curry there. And this is not the first time, guys. Remember when Steph Curry was out with the injury a couple years back? Where was Draymond Green that year? Nowhere to be found, doing nothing, out there with the triple single averages, not doing nothing, man. And like I said, where is he to shut down Julius Randle? Where is he to hold this guy down? Get a win. They couldn't get one win with Steph Curry out? It's insane, man. Draymond Green do nothing out there, not playing that defense like that. But they're going to tell me that Draymond Green, the greatest defender of his era, Draymond Green thinks he's the greatest defender of all time. You can't guard Julius Randle? You would get destroyed by Charles Barkley. I'm destroyed. Insane, guys. You guys know these are the facts, man. Draymond Green's done nothing without Steph Curry. He is nothing without Steph Curry. I saw a post from man Too Raw yesterday. He had Draymond Green, it was one of those Photoshop pictures of Draymond Green wearing a Walmart shirt, like he's working at Walmart. And he says, the caption says, this is Draymond Green without Steph Curry. And that's the facts. Draymond Green's not even in the NBA in the 90s, guys. Those are the facts. I'm telling you guys right now. He's not winning a Defensive Player of the Year award in the 90s. It's not happening. You guys know the deal, man. Draymond Green's nothing without Steph Curry. These guys can't even muster a win. They couldn't help Steph Curry out once when he's not there. The man goes down with a hamstring, and Draymond Green can't do nothing. Out there crying and moaning, acting like a fool. Fake tough guy, fake enforcer. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.